Hi all. Leo, this is your weekly oracle and tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. Tarot is always in the extended. That link is below. And this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or wherever Leo energy influences your chart. We'll start with the channeled message, and then I'll get into the cards. And then, of course, finish off with the angel and spirit guide messages, direct communications from the angels. Let me say this. You have a full moon right now. It's actually in most parts of the United States. It happened early in the morning. So you could have celebrated August 2nd, August 3rd, or August 4th. And of course, by celebrating, I mean saging your space, cleansing, letting go, releasing. I write down on a pad of paper all the things that I'm ready to let go of and cast out the ashes to the moon. There are many wonderful ways to celebrate the full moon. Now, that's really not what I'm here to talk to you about. A lot of the little memes or, snippets that go around the internet, Leo, are they're very positive, and I love positivity, and I love I love looking on the bright side of life, absolutely. But this full moon is going to be a lot trickier than just letting things go and making room for the new, and because that's basically what every full moon is, right? But Leo, the sun is in Leo. Sun is back with you guys. Your planetary ruler is back in your space. But the moon is in opposition, right? The moon is in Aquarius, which is your direct opposite on the zodiac wheel. So there is a pull of there's just a contrast between, hey, what can I create for myself versus what can I create for others? And how is all my ideas interacting with what's best for others? And emotionally, it's going to be very emotive. So expect that there are going to be a lot of people talking very strongly at you about their emotions and about their feelings and about what they expect and about what they want. And it's going to irritate the crap out of you. And it is going to cause confusion. And it is going to cause restlessness. And it is going to cause a rub and a tension, because there's this sense of certainty and determination that you have in you when the fire of the sun is in your sign. And it's not like you actually want to be wasting time, quote unquote, wasting time on having to deal with what other people feel or other people's feelings. Not that you're obnoxious or don't care about what other people is feeling, but there's this sense of get your feelings out of the way of my progress, because I need to move forward now. Expect a lot of opposition, because that's what the sun and moon are doing now. They're opposing each other, feelings, and the moon is in Aquarius, so there is a hyper sense of feeling feelings about what's good for other people, what's good for the community, what's good for outside of ourselves. All of those things that is going to clash with this energy of just, I want to move forward, I want to make progress, I'm feeling a little bit more energized now. It was very rough for you guys. With the sun and the moon, especially in Cancer, there was just this sense of really being riddled by a lot of emotions that might have felt a lot like maybe a dark night of the soul for you, like really wiped you out. And there is this reemergence of a little bit of energy now that you want to use in a positive way, but you're going to clash with other people's moodiness and want to have everybody on board with their ideas and have everybody on board with the ideas that are best for everybody. And you're kind of like, no, I really need to focus now on what's good for me. What how I can get myself out of this rut. I don't have the energy right now to constantly think of what's best for everybody else. I have to be firm in getting myself reestablished and making myself feel better. But there's also these irritations of coming from even bigger forces like Jupiter and Pluto that are basically saying, Yeah, but we're also going to be judged. Like, so that means that things like things outside of yourself, outside of people around you, you know, outside of the community, more larger things like the law, or just let's say bodies, groups that have more power than just the people around you and their feelings, right? Actual, you know, bodies or structures of law or groups that could oppose you. There is also this sense of, well, we need to think twice. We need to slow down. We need to review. We need to, you know, we need to ask ourselves, is what you're doing going to work for everybody? You know what I'm saying? It could be a company structure, it could be a corporate structure, it could be the policies of a platform that you use. It is going to be irritating, and I want you guys to know that, so that you don't take it personally, because the irritation is actually not just toward you, it's toward all of us right now. It's a mentality that all of us are experiencing. It's just sort of the mindset of things right now. And I think in a lot of ways, there is a temptation in you to throw caution to the wind and be like, fuck it, I don't care. I can't care. I don't have the energy to care. I don't. And that's fair. I'm just letting you know that the opposition is going to be there. And this isn't going to be this free and open, beautiful, expanding transition, or that you think it's going to be. There are going to be so many people trying to push into the door, that portal that you're trying to go through, along with you. And they're going to be not caring about you. And they're supposed to be caring about other people when they're really just caring about themselves fitting in with everybody else. And you see that, and you know that. And it irritates the crap out of you that these idiots are the ones that are being listened to, when people who know who they are the ones who are being questioned and held back. And, excuse me, can we see your license and registration, please? Because you're doing things that aren't quite safe, and they're a little bit outside the law, and the community won't be that safe. And it's just like, really? Really? Not really. No. I'm going to tell you that right now, not really, but it is the mentality. And I guess mentality kind of in some ways, especially through humans, creates a reality that we have to, or at least a mentality that we have to live with right now. So Leo, just know that. Just know that there is not going to be this beautiful, expansive, wide opening path. There is a path. It's rocky, and it's going to make you move slower than you want to right now. But you do have to move on it. And you do have to trust it. So take that energy that you have inside of you, that you've gotten back again, and use it to screw your courage to the sticking place and commit yourself to stay on that path. And if you expect to be irritated, the irritations won't be as irritating. That's what I'm saying to you. Things are moving along. There's much more potential now than there was last week. There is a sense of a light shining through, or maybe a light shining within, but there's light again, and there's energy again. And what a wonderful way for you to do something for yourself right now, and maybe even through the month of August, is just allow yourself to heal. Like, use this as a healing period. You can let everybody else worry about everybody else. Allow yourself to heal. Allow yourself to come out of the fog. Allow yourself to come back into the full confidence that you really need to be to feel good. Really, use this time to make it more about you. I'm looking at the cards here in front of me, more about you, and like I said, your healing. Because there has been so much, I think, that has caused you to question your validity, or people's love for you, or how important you are in other people's eyes. And now the first step is not even about repairing the relationships. The first step is repairing your sense of self and how many hits it's taken. And it's fair to say that the best way to use this energy is to first rebuild your own castle walls and repair your own space before you even set out to making everybody else happy again or incorporating their happiness into your space. Will you be called selfish by some people? Yes, but surprisingly, and this is the uptick, not as many as you think, because everybody else is so focused on what's right for everyone. Let them be distracted by it for a while as you repair and as you heal. Lots of dreams and lots of ambitions. Lots of, it's almost like your ability to dream is coming back. Your ability to feel and intuitively trust your intuition is coming back. There's going to be maybe a lot of dreams coming to you. You might find yourself dreaming a lot right now, or being able to dream again. And that's what I'm saying. It's a very subtle progress. It's a very slow moving progress, but it's almost like, hey, I can believe in my dreams again. I can see that they have validity again. There is this sense of I can not feel degraded by other people's judgments again. The dreams are coming back. This sense of connectivity to the future is coming back in a very gentle way, but it's coming back to you. This could also be, and this is a little bit of a caveat, a warning, Leo, the energy of escaping a lot, wanting to escape a lot, wanting to escape too much into dreams. But this is not in reverse, which is what I would be a little bit more suspicious of. You could be tempted to drink a little bit too much, smoke a little too much weed, a sense of fall back too much on those things that help you feel good or enter that dreamy state. You may be a little bit too tempted to go there right now as a way of self-medication. Hey, this is straight talk. This is an honest conversation, okay? This is an adult conversation. But that's what's going on right now. But I think the wonderful thing about it is at least you want to heal. At least your sense of wanting to get back to some semblance of feeling progressive is a good thing. But you could easily fall back into getting lost in dreams as the only way to heal yourself. So my warning with these two cards would be stay away from those things that give you instantaneous gratification. Stay away from the temptations of any kind of chemical or substance that helps put you into a state of, okay, I'm happy with this chemical. Stay away from it right now, because there is too much of a temptation to help yourself out with something like this. And what you really do need is to stay away from it. What you really do need is to acclimate yourself back to reality, even though it's harsher, even though it is not, what you want to be facing right now. It's not the conversations that you want to have. But let me say this. Right now, when Mercury is still in Cancer, right now, it's better to be silent. Right now, it's better to have a conversation, like go inside yourself and speak internally. Get inside of your intuitive self. Allow the conversations to happen as to how am I feeling and how am I doing, and take it as a private time, because Mercury will be going into Leo soon, I think. In a few days, I think. So there will be a sense of now Mercury coming into a place where it wants to make progress, and it's willing to listen to words that are more direct, right? There is a sense, and you as a Leo being able to use words directly and not be judged for it, right? Wait till that moment. Use this next few days to just basically get inside of yourself, have those internal conversations, and allow yourself to heal and get used to healing and get used to feeling good without the substantive help. Like, that's the transition that you really need to focus on right now. Use your mind wisely. So the impossible is happening, or what you feel is impossible, which is to feel good about yourself again. Just basically coming out of the dark, or you finally being able to come out of the dark and be listened to by people who were once shutting you down or making accusations, or even just feeling good with coming out of, like I said, the mist or the dream state, or being able to like say, you know, I don't need that Valium today. I don't need that joint today. I don't need that drink today. Finally coming out of that sort of bender that you may have been on, and the sunlight hurting your eyes a little bit. Yeah, it will be that way. There is also the sense of making yourself feel good and feeling good again, and thinking, like, having felt kind of crappy for such a long period of time. Because for a Leo, feeling crappy or doubting oneself, I mean, it could feel like a week could feel like a year, because you're built differently than that. And this was a wonderful transformative period to understand how it feels to question yourself, and how it feels to not feel so great and feel like not everybody adores you, and have that thrown into your face. And how can you use those lessons as a way to empower yourself? You could be like, you're like, that's crazy. How could I ever use those lessons as a way to empower myself? Because now you have a different set of knowledge. Now you have a different set of understanding. Now you have a different perspective, and it could have been hell for you. But like I said, even in like Christian stories, even Jesus walked through hell, and he was the savior. So there's a sense of, if you've just walked through your hell, you're about to emerge from it a stronger person because you have done so. But it really was a struggling period for you. But now you're getting back to you. Now this is Virgo energy that's come up. Virgo energy as in, now that you're stepping back into the light, take it slow. Virgo is long-term energy. Really. You know, it's not about instantaneous gratification. Instantaneous gratification for a Virgo is checking the next step in their list of a year's worth of things to do. So take this slow and allow yourself to have time first to acclimate back to the sunshine, and then allow yourself to lay at every step that you take as you exit this hell. Allow it to lay that footstep down really firmly, really strong, to know who you are again, to feel who you are again. Take the time that you need, because yes, rebuilding your sense of personal serenity and personal joy is integral to you to be able to be worthwhile to anybody else at all. Because you are, I mean, let's put it this way. Your responsibility as a Leo to everybody is to show us and be the living demonstration of what it is to love oneself, what it is to have confidence in who we are. You are supposed to be the living, breathing demonstration of that. If you are in a place where you can't demonstrate it, then in some ways you do let us all down. You do. And I know that sounds horrible, but it is also a blessing, because where everybody else wants to focus on everybody else, in your ability to get back to that confidence level again, it's actually going to be inspirational to everybody else. It's like, if they can feel confident about themselves and they never doubt themselves, maybe I shouldn't doubt myself so much. So you really do need to take the time to get back on your feet again, because we need your energy back. We need your energy, and we need your example. That's what we need. And I know, like, all this Aquarian energy on the other side is opposing, right? Is opposing. We don't need to think of ourselves right now. But that's not true. Because the healthiest societies, the societies where we are capable of taking care of each other the best, are the societies where we have first learned to control ourselves and take care of ourselves, so that we are not a burden on everybody else. Okay? So there is a sense of you realizing it, you knowing it, and you exemplifying that. Now, there is also this sense of slowly you're going to be coming back to your full abundance, and slowly you're building abundance. These are both earth energies. So this is practical abundance. This is Taurus energy. Slowly, I don't know if you're dealing with a Taurus, or there is a sense of there was conflict somehow, but there is a sense of coming out of the dark, being able to find a way that maybe you thought you'd never find, to get back to certainty, serenity, security, as well as financial and 3D resources coming back up, coming back as in abundance returning. It's going to be a slow build. With these two energies, Virgo and Taurus energy, it's going to be a slow process, but slow and steady wins the race here, man. Like, that's what it is like, that's why I said all this talk of like this new moon, this full moon, we're stepping through portals where everything is going to be okay. It's going to be okay in the long run, but this is slow moving energy. It's a slow comeback. So be prepared. Be prepared for that, but at least now you know that you will be making a comeback, and that your resources, your tangible resources will be coming back. There will be an uptick in them. There will be a rebalancing and an ability to regrow your resources or find opportunities to make more resources. That is happening. And there is so much abundance here to be had long term. Prepare yourself for that, because these two cards right here are both telling me embrace the in-between. In other words, you're going to have to figure out a way. This is Libra energy, partnership. So it could be, if you're dealing with a Libra, if you're dealing with your partner, a sense of seeing their side of things, a sense of finding a way to talk to each other again, a sense of being able to finally have a conversation with them and open your eyes to see the opposite point of view, but them also being able to see your point of view as well. Being able to find comfort in an uncomfortable area for you, because this uncomfortable area is uncertainty. It is kind of like that in-between phase where the ground under your feet is a little soft. It's like walking on clouds, but that's not comfortable. You know, you want to lay on a cloud. You don't want to walk on a cloud, right? You want to walk on solid ground. And the ground isn't that solid yet, but you're finding a harmony with it. You're finding a peace with it. Just because you're able to talk to each other again, you're able to communicate again, you're able to have those necessary conversations again. Sing your own song and take time out. Ultimately, this sums it all up. Here we have Gemini energy, being very confident, being able to communicate very clearly what it is you love, who it is you love, as well as your ideas. And like I said, Mercury, which rules Gemini, is going to be going into Leo. So there's a sense of that powerful communication planet being able to link up with that, very self-assured Leo energy, and to be able to speak with confidence again, and then maybe be able to defend yourself or whoever you care about, and use your words in terms of everybody else, the common good. Be able to use your words to protect your family, to save your family, to protect yourself, to protect somebody that you love. So you could very well be standing up in somebody else's defense, or standing up in defense of your family and making sure that your family is safe. This is Mama Bear energy. This is protective energy, but it's also healing energy. So when you get back that strength to be able to speak with confidence again, it will also heal you. It will make you feel stronger. It will make you feel like you have a purpose again. And through that, and people will listen again. That's the other side of things, the other side of that Gemini energy, where you will say things in a way where people will listen again. They will want to hear you. They will trust you. And they will trust you once again as a protector and as a defender. This is a sense of being very protective with your words and being able to articulate that that's what you want. You want to keep people safe. You want to you are on their side. You're not just all about yourself. Now, simultaneously, these cards are saying to me, take time out and sing your own song. So take time out to get your voice back. Take a respite, like I said from the beginning in the channeled energy. Use this period right now, Leo, to take a break so that you can get your voice back and you can get your confidence back. It's necessary. Let's get into the channeled angel messages. And I love this section of the readings is basically my favorite part of the readings now, because these cards have their own voice and they come directly from angels. And I always do this on my daily readings. So if you join me for those, you know that these cards really change the energy. Let's start off with, what do we have? Wow. Protection. You are safe. Do not fear. And look, isn't this wonderful? You are in a safe place. You are being protected. Your voice is being protected. What it is you see and what it is you want to say is being protected. You are safe. Do not fear. We are with you always and surround you always with our invisible wings of light. Just knowing that you're not alone. You're not out here all by yourself. That you are loved and you are cared for. And hey, maybe it's not 3D, but who gives a shit? There is this beautiful, powerful energy and ability for you right now to connect to those psychic planes. So use it. Use it to connect now, because you're being protected. Archangel Sandalphon, I have heard your call for help. Your prayer will soon be answered. If you want protection, or you're trying to protect yourself specifically from a Gemini, or you're trying to protect your relationship with a Gemini, if you have asked for help, if you've called out for help, if there's some sense of something conflicting or having a hard time seeing each other's side, you're coming up against defensiveness in a relationship, the angels have heard your plea for help. They've heard you. They know that you feel. They know your love. They feel your love, and everything is going to help. They're going to help. Everything they're going to do is going to help you conduct that love and be able to get your partner to feel it as well, so that you two, the partnership, can start to heal. Now, this is also just you being protected and you being worthwhile enough for the angels to surround you and ensure that you are taken care of and that you are healed. You're important. What else can I say? You are important. And there's getting that back to that sense of importance that is so pivotal to everybody else's health as well. You know, when Leo's not right with themselves, the world isn't right, because Leos are the ones that demonstrate to the rest of us how to be right with yourself. Anxiety. This is important. We surround you with the healing light of amethyst. Take a deep breath and breathe in this beautiful violet light. Feel your anxiety melting away. There is nothing to fear. There is only love. 100% the angels are like shouting, we love you, we know what you're going through, and we need you to hold our hands. Stick with us, stay with us, feel us around you, love us, trust in us, and also take this time to take a breath. Leo, if you have amethyst jewelry or you don't, go out and get it. Wear an amethyst somewhere on your wrist, around your neck, close to your heart. Make sure that you incorporate those healing crystals right now, because there is a sense of that external 3D rock can help you start healing psychically. It's just a conduit for the energies that the angels want to heal you with. So help out in that sense of, this could be something that you go. It may sound silly, it may sound foolish, but who cares? It's not about what sounds silly or foolish. It's about knowing that even if it's silly or foolish, you deserve the effort. With this is the perfect time to go into the full tarot card spread. That link is in the description box below. Leos, I will see you in the extended.